Hi there, everyone. Laurie Barraco here, and I might have had a little bit of technical difficulty with streaming, so I welcome you here. A little bit of YouTube technical difficulties. Anyhow, hopefully a lot of you do receive the notification that I'm live. I'm not exactly live in the event, but I created a new one. And I'll give everybody a moment or two to receive that notification that I'm live. Happy Monday morning. It is Monday, October 5th. And again, my name is Laurie Barraco, and I am looking forward to sharing some messages here live on YouTube. So first and foremost, I am going to set the space with lighting some sage and Palo Santo to help us all find our center, start the week off with the best of intentions. Always, I think most of us do try to start our days, our weeks with the best of intention of resetting our energy. And so let's give ourselves a moment or two to receive the sacred blessings of the sage. And I also have Palo Santo as well. So we call upon spirit, we call upon our guides, our higher selves, the angelic realm, the masters of light, our wonderful beings who work with us to be present, to assist us on our journeys. And we ask to be in alignment with our soul's agenda, our soul's intention for the highest and the best good of all. And so it is. And another element that I'm going to add is my Palo Santo. Here, I'm also going to light the Palo Santo. Hello there, Daphne. All right, I see some of my regular friends here tuning in. A little bit of a glitch with the event, starting today's live stream from the event. So we just started a new one, and hopefully you receive the notifications that I am live. So the Palo Santo is known also as holy wood, and it helps us clear our energy fields, align the chakras, and it helps us with being in alignment with good fortune and good luck. Has a woodsy type of citrusy aroma, and we allow it to help us shift our energy, and also Palo Santo helps seal our auric field. And Daphne says she uses it daily. I love Palo Santo, and I would say I use it daily as well. All righty, so let's get into this week's readings. And I say readings. So I'm going to use a different deck this week. This week I'm using the Fenestra Tarot by, oh boy, Shataria him. It's an H. It's a beautiful deck. This is the Fenestra Tarot, and you could see at the bottom the creator's name. You spell it Chatriya, HemHarnvibul. Okay, so this is the tarot deck that I'm using. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a shuffle, and then I'm going to create 3 piles. And also, Spirit is guiding me to do a collective reading with this deck for all those who are tuned in as well. So you have your individual readings, and then there will be the collective reading as well. Hi, Karen. Good to see you here. And I think a few of you may be joining me just a little bit late. A little bit of a technological glitch, which seems to be happening a little bit much these days. It happened to me in my Facebook live group yesterday. Alrighty, so I have the cards here, the Fenestra Tarot. Give them a little bit of a shuffle. See if you people have joined here. Hello, please, if you would say hello. Hi, Lisa. Good to see Lisa. Now I'm dealing the cards here like a card dealer. I've got my crystals from my personal collection. I'm going to leave them there. Okay, and I'm going to pull 3 for the collective as well for all those who are tuning in. And I also offer my weekly predictions that I share on Sundays as well. Okay, so this collective group reading, I'm going to put it to the side. So with my 3 piles, I have personal crystals here. Pile 1 with the Fenestra Tarot deck has Angelite. Pile 2 has an amethyst celestial. You see that there? And then pile 3 has, this is a hematoid quartz. So it's orangey. Okay, hematoid. Hematite often is orange too, if it's in parts of it in a raw form where there's more iron. So what I'll do is, I'll pull the crystals up again. So here's pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Which one is calling out to you? 1, 2, or 3? Hi there, Lisa. Thank you. Love you too. Good cheat for Gemini, she says. And Karen, thank you, Karen. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so pile 1, pile 2, see that one, or pile 3. All right, let's see which one is calling out to you. And then I have my 3 for the collective messages from Spirit that maybe we need to hear at this time. All righty, so we've got 2, 2. Some people are wanting pile 2. Okay, so I'm going to start with pile 1 though, right? Okay, so I've already set my prayer of intention to connect with Spirit, to have myself, to place myself as well as those who are connected here with this broadcast in the highest and most loving light, protecting us from any confusion, maybe from the collective or whatever, helping us stay centered in this space. So if you chose pile number 1, and there may be people tuning in afterwards. If you chose pile number 1, this is Angelite. And Angelite helps us connect, yes, with the angelic realm. It also helps us balance our throat chakra, which helps us with clear communication, speaking our truth, and yes, connecting not just with the angelic realm, but our guides, our higher selves, the masters of light, any collective of light beings in the other realms, in the astral realms. Yeah. So if you chose pile number 1, let's see what your message is. And hi there, Kat. I see Kat's tuned in as well. All right, so pile 1, we have good morning. Good morning from Vegas. So if you selected pile number 1 with the Angelite, you have the Queen of Swords reversed. You have the 10 of Swords, and then you have the Knight of Cups. So Queen of Swords reversed. Again, I'm using the Fenestra Tarot. Queen of Swords reversed, 10 of Swords, and then we have the Knight of Cups. Yes, the Knight of Cups reversed. All right, so if you selected the pile with the Angelite, you will continue to be digging deep within your own essence, within your soul, doing that inner work, recognizing those fears, the mental anxiety, the mental heaviness that you've been feeling and experiencing. And it looks like Spirit's really helping you to go through and sort through the thoughts, the fears, the anxieties that you have, and helping you to process them, acknowledge them, bring them up to the surface, process them, and put them where they need to be. And this is deep soul work. And looking at our shadowy side is not always fun and games, and it's not for the faint of heart. So go on with your bad self, you warriors who have selected number 1, the Angelite. So Spirit's going to help you with your truth and communication, and to help you really align yourself with your vibration, with your soul's agenda, why you came here, and what to do with what's taking place, right? So it's receiving guidance on how to sort through all of this to raise your vibration and place you in a place of more of your potential at this time. The 10 of Swords is the most difficult card of the deck. It is known as the Dark Night of the Soul. And you probably have already been experiencing this. And what Spirit's showing me is that the fears, the worries, the anxieties that you have are making the potential challenging outcomes more challenging than what they need to be. So Spirit's going to help you with seeing things more clearly. And it's not as bad as what you may be worried about. It may not be as difficult as what you think. So Spirit's helping you sort through that. What I'm also hearing is to try not to take on everything at once. Allow Spirit to bring the situations to the table for you. They're showing me a silver platter, right? So you see where the butler or the waiter or the waitress or the server comes and they have the dishes on a silver platter, and then they open it up and they take the lid off and you get to see what's there. That's what Spirit's helping you to do at this time. It's like, okay, we're ready to tackle this one now. All right, here it comes. And then ta-da, this is what we're going to sort through today or this week. It's like, okay, I see it. If it's being brought to your awareness, if your attention is drawn there, then it's ready to be shifted into a higher vibration. We're going to move that situation up. Okay. And Spirit doesn't want you to forget that you have helpers. Call on your guides, call on the angelic realm, call on your guardian angel, call upon your ancestors, your higher self, the beautiful beings that work with you to help support you with courage and strength and clarity and to help you navigate through this. And I'm hearing for once and for all, go on with that shadow work. You have got this. All righty. Hi there. Okay, so we've got hi Barb. And Daphne says, dude, Powell 1 sounds more like my current situation. We didn't get to 2 yet, so let's see. And yes, more than one message can resonate with you, okay? So if you selected number 2, we have the Amethyst Celestial. So this is going to open up your crown and your connection to your divine self. The Celestials also connect us with the angelic realm. And there's also smoky quartz in here. So you can see some of the smokiness, right? The brown in there as well. So that's also going to help with protection and helping you as you reach higher heights at this time. Okay, so if you selected pile 2 from the Fenestra deck, you have the 9 of Pentacles reversed, 9 of Pentacles reversed. You have the Page of Swords reversed, and you have the 8 of Swords reversed as well. So we're still dealing with more of the mind stuff, the hamster wheel. And the one that's really standing out to me is this 9 of Pentacles reversed. I'm hearing that some of the goals, the intentions, the goals that you have for yourself aren't as refined as they could be. So say you have an intention, you put it out there, right? Yet you're not quite sure how to put it all together. And Spirit is showing you that this is probably not going to happen yet. There still is more legwork that needs to be done. There's still more understanding about what's needed or what is entailed in that intention and that goal. So the path and the process that you may think or you believe is necessary to get to the end result may not be the path to take, Spirit says. There may be a path that is more beneficial for you. So Spirit's encouraging you to not be so attached to and locking in a certain pathway to get to your goals. And I'm also hearing Spirit encourage you to take baby steps. Yes, put that intention to go big or go home, but there are other necessary steps that are important for the process to happen, okay? And I feel like this has to do with shadow work again, a little bit more shadow work. So maybe that is the theme for this week is shadow work. The parts of us that we know need healing and polishing and fine tuning. that are part of our karma, that are part of our lessons and challenges and understanding to help us learn and experience for the soul. So, so they're also showing me the Tower card showing up around this Nine of Pentacles, meaning that an accomplishment, something that you have already set into motion and that may have already manifested needs tweaking. So let me have an example. So say you painted your house. You painted a room in your house, and you kind of knew that maybe you needed to prime a certain area in a room, right? Because there was another color, or maybe one of your kids drew on it with a marker, and you just painted over and painted a bunch of layers of paint over it, and just like, okay. And then you go back to decorate, to maybe hang some pictures and so on and so forth. And then you see that, oh my gosh, that marker is coming through because I didn't prime it. I took a shortcut. So now you may need to go back and tweak it. That's what I'm trying to get at. So it doesn't mean your goal is not going to happen. It's just that some of the elements with the foundation need to be tweaked. Okay. And Daphne says, yep. Hello, I see more friends have joined me. Good morning. I hope that you were able to receive the notification if you set a reminder for my live. Looks like we have more swords here. If you selected pile number 3, it's a quartz that has hematite in it, iron. And this is double terminated too, which means it has points on both sides. This crystal is connected with the sacral chakra, and it helps with creativity. It helps with passion for life. It helps us with passion and excitement and sensuality in our relationships and relationship with self as well. So let's see what is waiting for us here with the cards. So as I mentioned, we have more swords. So I do think if you selected pile number 3, this has to do with grieving. And we often look at areas in our life where things didn't go the way that we had hoped. Maybe you're grieving the loss of a loved one, a crossed over loved one, maybe even a pet, maybe your job, maybe a friendship or relationship that has come to an end, and maybe there's still unprocessed emotions and thoughts, and just even wondering what the heck happened there. Like, what the heck? What was that all about? And you may be wanting to kind of push it to the side because it may be painful and it may be a lot for you to deal with. But it's necessary for you to at least acknowledge that you're grieving, you're sad, or that you're kind of out of sorts, or maybe you don't have closure, and for you to give yourself a little bit of time to move through that experience. We have the 10 of Swords, which often has to do with having a lot of irons in the fire and a lot of loose ends, and maybe there's a lot of maybe there are quite a few situations that have grief attached to them that you're kind of avoiding. The Knight of Swords, which means that you may find yourself a little salty, a little sassy, and a little salty, and a little frustrated with what's happening, and you may be lashing out. And then the last card is the 9 of Swords. So I do think that this really has a lot to do. If you selected number 3, pile number 3, there is a lot of sadness and a heaviness. I'm going to encourage you, actually I'm going to encourage everybody to cut those cords often. You can go to someone for a cord cutting and schedule it, or you can ask Archangel Michael to come in and help cut those unhealthy cords. You could take Epsom salt baths and allow the salt to help you disconnect from these heavier feelings and thoughts. You can go outside and spend time in nature. You can light your sage, but I'm going to encourage you to intentionally cut the cords of sadness, toxicity, the cords that do not serve you at this time, that don't serve you moving forward. This is for piles 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to encourage you to do this. You might even need to do this on a daily basis. And even aligning your chakras will help you as well. Calling in Archangel Michael, saging, going for a cord cutting, wearing or working with copper. Copper helps cut those cords. We have awesome selenite knives here at the store that are like blades. And if you comb your auric field with it, it helps cut those cords. I also have a cord cutting spray that you can spray and with the intention of helping to cut the unhealthy cords and then seal up those cords with light and seal up your auric field. And this week, we're going to move through a lot of stuff that is not purposeful for the evolution of us as soul beings and for the evolution of a collective. Okay, so then I had selected 3 cards for the collective moving forward. And they did come out reversed. So this week is deep, 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 deep soul work. And I'm just going to check in on my comments here. And Kat says 2 resonates, 3 resonates as well. And Barb says she loves a selenite knife. Yes, that definitely helps cut those cords and help move them into the light and seal them up with light, with love and light. If we are connected with everyone and everything on a regular basis, continuously through emotional reactions and triggers, then we are leaking energy, and we're leaking energy, and it's quite possible people are feeding off of our energy, our light, our emotions, our thoughts, because of the emotional triggers that we have. So my message for the collective is, let's see, we've got the 3 of Cups reversed. Then we have the 2 of Cups reversed and the 10 of Pentacles reversed. So the bottom line is that ain't nobody gonna have a good time if we're feeling like crap. We may be hindered from our manifestations if we have these cords and we have work to do. It doesn't mean this whole week needs to be challenging. We don't need to be taskmasters every moment of every day. Let's bring in some joy. Let's play some music. Let's move around, maybe some yoga. Again, spending time outside in nature, journaling, meditating, watching a funny movie, connecting with like-minded souls that raise your vibration and where you can laugh, 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 right? I'm just looking at my comments. Lisa says, I am manifesting, anchoring, and bonding with all of the good life has to offer. Absolutely. And if something comes up, it's because we're clearing the path to put us in alignment for what is for our destiny. Okay. So yeah, some weeks are a little heavier than others, but hey, we chose to be here to help raise the consciousness. And the message that's coming through from Spirit is to try not to worry about the other guy, to not worry about what they're doing and what they're not doing for their soul work. You worry about yourself. I think if we all change the focus from finger pointing and trying to prove a point, so on and so forth, bring that attention awareness to self. How can I be in alignment with my potential? And how can I polish my light and shine my light? Our light is an example for others, right? So I definitely want to shift this energy. Yeah, because some of these cards are kind of crappy, but they're full of light. There's light tucked within them, and there's treasure tucked in with each and every card. So let's bring the focus and attention to ourselves. What can we do as individuals to shift the consciousness for ourselves first and foremost, and then that has a huge impact on the collective. And what I'm also hearing is Spirit is saying that, hey, we got your back. That there will be signs of validation and messages that you are exactly where you need to be. So pay attention to number sequences. Pay attention to license plates. There may be your number sequence that may pop up. Some people, I feel like someone is 12 or 121 or 1212. That's for someone. Whoever's tuned in, let me know down the road who that is. I see people finding coins and feathers and seeing rainbows and awesome songs on the radio that may remind them of their mother who's on the other side, or even a pet. Okay. Whoever is watching, I feel like there are a few people that there are messages from those on Spirit. So somebody had a collie, long-haired collie. A collie, no, they're saying it's a collie. A collie dog on the other side that is saying hello and that they're with them. I feel like there's a lot of grief around that too. So within this week, we'll find some beautiful messages of validation that we're exactly where we need to be, that we're supported. And another message is that we're doing this for ourselves, the collective, but we're also connecting with our ancestors. We're doing this for our ancestors, our lineage, for this generation, previous generations, and generations moving forward. So we chose here to be the light workers, the way showers, and those who are here for the evolution of the collective, but first and foremost for ourselves. All right, so Kat says her friend Peggy. Okay, so your girlfriend Peggy, is she in spirit? Peggy's in spirit with her dog. Does she have a collie? Or is it the 12, 121? And Lisa says, any particular reason why I would constantly see the numbers 821 all the time for years? Just out of the blue, I see it. Lisa, is there anyone who is in spirit that passed on 821? I feel like there's something with August 21st. August 21st. There's something with that, but that also isn't that an 11? 11. So 821 is 11. So does 1111 resonate with you? I also feel 1111 is a sign from your guardian angel, your main angel that works with you. Oh, okay, a Sheltie. So Kat says her dog is a Sheltie. I was gonna say a Sheltie with the long hair too, but I kept going with collie. All right, so Peggy says hello, Kat, and she loves you. Okay, so she loves you, and she's gonna continue to give you signs of validation that you're exactly where you need to be. So keep on keeping on with what you're doing. And Daphne says she's got the number sequences. Oh, Lisa says, but it's the house number she grew up in. But it's still an 11 too. So 821. They're also saying, Lisa, that it's some of your childhood dreams and your intentions are starting to come together of what you saw for yourself moving forward. So if you're not quite focused on at this time of your childhood dreams and goals for yourself, I feel like you're going to be revisiting some of those soon. Lisa, is your mother's mother and spirit, your grandmother on your mother's side? And you're welcome, Kat. Look at that. The other side is letting us know, hey, don't forget it's October. And this is the month where the veil is even thinner than before. And 2020, the veil has thinned with our connect with spirit. So spirit meaning crossed over loved ones, pets, humans, guides, angels. Okay, so Lisa says, yes. I feel the 821 has to do with your grandmother on your mother's side. I feel, I don't know if you called her grandma with the last name or the first name, but grandma something in that way. Oh my gosh, and both grandmothers were born on the same day, 4:30. That's crazy. So Nana. Okay. Well, I really feel the connection with right now your mother's mother all around you, guiding you. And that is a message for her. So there might even be some karma that you have that has been transferred for the lineage. Oh, your mom and your grandmother were born on the same day. That's so interesting, isn't it? And that 4:30 is a 7. We'll have to look at the years. But anyway, I would definitely look up some of the numerology sequences and add them up with numerology. You want to break it down, and that's a whole other science. But numerology is real. It is a science, and there's a vibration to each number. All righty, everyone. So I hope that the messages, even though some of them were a little challenging, that they brought you some clarity. And remember, whatever pops up, it's for our highest and best good. And we can do this. We are doing this. And Don't forget that there are messages and jewels and treasures in betwixt everything that takes place. Lisa says, I'm a whole lot of person. Absolutely. Well, thank you, everyone. I look forward to seeing you soon. I'll be doing another live this week. I'm not sure which day, though, but I'll schedule it. Alrighty, take care. And I know Mercury's not retrograde yet, but we've got some Mercury shadowy stuff happening, and or it could be the planets and the whole collective as well. Alrighty, thank you, everybody. Have a beautiful, blessed week. Namaste.